Welcome to the Green It Up Club. I'm Michael, and today we're talking about sleep restrictive therapy. Now, you might have noticed that I look a little tired today. I got some baggy eye stuff going on here. Yeah, that's because I've been staying up late, working a little too much, partying a little too hard, binge watching some movies on Netflix, you know, that whole thing. So my sleep patterns have not been real great lately. So what is sleep restrictive therapy? Hold on, before we get into that, we have to ask a really important question. What is sleep? Sounds like a dumb question? No, there are no dumb questions. So according to the Macmillan Dictionary, the definition of sleep is a naturally reoccurring state of mind characterized by altered consciousness, relatively inhibited sensory activity, inhibition of nearly all voluntary muscles, and reduced interactions with surroundings. Now, I really like that definition of sleep, but let's go with a more simplified version. I like this quote from William Dement, founder of Stanford University's Sleep Center. After 50 years of research, he had this to say about sleep. As far as I know, the only reason we need to sleep that is really solid is because we get sleepy. Now, I like that one. We sleep because we're sleepy. Why not? So sleep is actually divided into 4 stages. You have 3 stages of non-REM, REM being rapid eye movement, which you may have heard of because it's super important, and then you have rapid eye movement stage. I'll explain those later on in some other videos, but just know that rapid eye movement, this REM state of sleep, is where you get that really deep, restful sleep. And a lot of people these days are having trouble getting into that REM state of sleep. Sleep occurs in 90-minute periods, and this is called your ultradian sleep cycle. This cycle repeats 4 to 5 times throughout the night. So what's the problem? People aren't getting enough REM state of sleep. They're not getting that deep, restful sleep where they wake up feeling refreshed and everything. Sleep deprivation is really common these days. And the short-term effects of these include short-term sleep deprivation causes the release of stress hormones. It elevates LDL cholesterol, it elevates blood sugar, and it reduces blood supply to the gut. So you're going to be more stressed out throughout the day, you're going to have problems with your cholesterol, you're going to have problems with your blood sugar, and you're going to have problems with your digestive system. Does that explain why so many people are having these issues these days? Why is everybody popping a Xanax every time they get stressed? Why are so many people having digestive problems? Why do so many people have problems with cholesterol and obesity? Could lack of sleep actually be the cause of all of these other health problems? Could those problems actually be side effects of sleep? Why, yes, you might be right. Long-term deprivation of sleep can be debilitating both physically and mentally. It weakens your immune system and you have higher disease rates. Have you ever heard of the graveyard shift? People that work the night shift? It's called the graveyard because those people end up in the graveyard. So yeah, you do have higher disease rates. You do have higher death rates if you're not getting good sleep or if you're working at night. But the effects don't just stop there. Lack of sleep has a cumulative effect on your body. It weakens your immune system, it aggravates chronic pain, it impairs your physical and mental performance, it raises your blood pressure, alters your hormone levels and metabolism, it can lead to brain shrinkage, and it prematurely ages you. Could so many of these health problems that we're experiencing today be the result of a lack of sleep? Maybe. Oh, it doesn't stop there. Lack of sleep increases your risk of cardiovascular disease, diabetes, cancer, obesity, memory loss, Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, multiple sclerosis, gastrointestinal disorders, kidney disease, dementia, stomach ulcers, constipation, depression, and many more. So lack of sleep can lead to so many diseases. And who is this affecting? On average, 50 to 70 million Americans suffer from sleep deprivation. This explains why over 9 million Americans take prescription sleeping pills. Now, I think those numbers are actually very old and they're very conservative numbers. I think a lot more people in America and around the world are having sleep problems. Having a sleep problem isn't the same as insomnia. Now, insomnia is a chronic problem with sleep. This isn't just getting a bad night's sleep a night here or there. This is not getting proper sleep over and over again. This is the most common sleep problem, and it affects 10 to 15% of the population. If you have chronic insomnia, you're going to have 2 to 3 times greater risk of dying. And the most interesting thing about insomniacs is that they typically spend more time in bed. up to 14 hours sometimes. Some causes of insomnia might include stress, poor sleep environment, inconsistent sleep schedule, excessive stimulation before bedtime, and sedentary lifestyle. Does that sound like the mass majority of the population, especially America? Do you watch TV before you go to bed? Do you do stressful things before bed? Are you working crazy hours? Yeah, all of those things could be negatively affecting your sleep. So do we all just need to sleep more and take a relaxing vacation to get a good night's sleep? Not really. That's not the real problem. The problem is our lifestyle. And we need something to shake things up. You need to reset your sleep patterns. And that's where sleep restrictive therapy comes in. Sleep restrictive therapy is a technique of reducing the amount of hours that you're staying in bed trying to sleep and focusing on getting that deep REM state of sleep, that restful state of sleep. So you'll actually restrict your hours to 6 hours a night of sleep, and you'll do this for 5 days straight. On average, it takes 5 days of sleep restriction to reset your circadian rhythm. So you'll go to sleep between the hours of 10 to 10:30 and wake up between the hours of 4 to 4:30 a.m. Now you can move these hours around a little bit, but keep in mind that you tend to get REM between the hours of 11 to 1 a.m. So try to be asleep and in bed at that time. If you're staying up till 3 o'clock in the morning and then trying to do 6 hours of sleep, it's not going to work as well. So it's really important that you go to sleep during these times, if you can. But hold on, don't try this yet. There are some really important things that you should know about sleep restrictive therapy before you try it. Before you try sleep restrictive therapy, it would be a really good idea to seek expert advice before depriving yourself of sleep, because you will be tired the first couple of days. And keep in mind that being sleepy is similar to being drunk. So be safe when you're doing this. And most importantly, you must incorporate specific actions into your daily routine in order to properly implement sleep restrictive therapy. What are all those things you have to implement? Well, here's a huge list of do's and don'ts. So you don't want to have any stimulating or stressful activities before bedtime, and you don't want to drink any caffeine, no dark chocolate, no alcohol, avoid spicy foods. And definitely avoid blue light exposure 2 to 3 hours before bedtime. Blue light is that light that's emitted from your computer, your tablet, your TV, your phone. So don't be watching TV or using your computer or phone. Don't even keep your phone near your bed. You got to make sure that you cut out all blue light at least 2 hours before bedtime. You don't want to drink fluids within 2 hours of bedtime because it's going to make you have to pee in the middle of the night. You want to avoid grains and sugars, and no work 2 to 3 hours before bed because that's going to be stimulating your brain. And reduce or eliminate all medications if you can. Keep in mind that most medications out there will negatively affect how you sleep, and you definitely don't want to be taking sleep medication during this sleep restrictive therapy. Remember, this is all about resetting your circadian rhythms, helping you get into that deep REM state of sleep. So you don't want any chemicals floating around in your body affecting how your body can go to that level of sleep. Here are some things that you do want to do to get a good night's sleep. You want to keep a regular schedule and be consistent, so hold to that 6-hour time window. It's great to establish routines such as meditating, deep breathing, or aromatherapy. You want to improve your sleep environment, so no noise, no light. Exercise regularly. You want your room temperature no higher than 70 degrees. You want to eliminate electromagnetic fields. Eliminating those EMFs is really important because they can negatively affect your sleep. So don't keep your phone by your bed. Don't keep your wireless router or computer by your bed. All of those things will emit an electromagnetic frequency, and those could negatively affect your sleep. And eliminate alarm clocks if you can. Now I know it's going to be really hard to wake up at 4 or 4:30 a.m. in the morning without an alarm clock, but it would be really good to train your body to get to that point so that you don't need that shocking buzzer or beeping noise. So if you do have an alarm clock, make sure that you cover the light so the light's not affecting how your body's sleeping. Because we do wake up in the middle of the night just out of human instinct, and our eyes open slightly as we're sleeping, and any light will trigger us to wake up. Here are some more things that you should do to get a good night's sleep. You want to reserve your bed for sleep. It's also a good idea to eat a high protein snack several hours before bed because this provides tryptophan needed for melatonin, which is your sleepy hormone, and serotonin. You can eat a small piece of fruit, which helps tryptophan cross the blood-brain barrier. A hot bath before bed is a great idea. Wearing an eye mask is great to block out the light, and I do this all the time. You can listen to relaxing music or audio or white noise. And my personal favorites, journaling your thoughts before bed and reading before bed. Now, these aren't just great do's and don'ts of sleep restrictive therapy. These are good things to do if you're just trying to get a good night's sleep in general. So if you don't want to do this crazy restrictive therapy, you can just implement these things into your daily routine and you'll get a great night's sleep, I promise you. Especially with cutting out the blue light and reading and journaling before bed. Those are my absolute favorites to get a good night's sleep. Now, since my sleep schedule has been so messed up lately and I've been doing a lot of bad things like watching TV and maybe drinking some alcohol at night, yeah, those are all bad things. They're fun, but I need to reset my sleep patterns. So I'm actually gonna implement this for 5 days. And if you wanna do it along with me, that'd be cool too. So I'm gonna report back to you and let you know how this went in 5 days. But here's the thing, I'm looking pretty tired now. I got some baggy eyes right now and these bad boys are only gonna get worse over the next 5 days. I guarantee it. Remember, you will be tired and you will look tired. So I wanna take care of this right now, and luckily Carolina has made me something really awesome for baggy eyes. Boom, all right. So luckily Carolina made me some really cool do-it-yourself baggy eye treatments, and these are actually a combination of coconut oil, hyaluronic acid, aloe vera, and some other good stuff. And they smell really good and they work great on your baggy eyes. All you do is you put them in the freezer and you stick them on your eyeballs, or not your eyeballs, your eyelids. And you just leave these on for a little while, and pretty soon, boom, look at how nice I look. No more baggy eyes. Okay, maybe it's not that fast. I might have to wait a few minutes, but you get the idea. So tune in next time for Carolina's video on how to make these super cool baggy eye treatments. Boop, boop. See you guys in the next video. Give this video a like. If you guys like this video, hit the like button. If you haven't done so already, hit subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Boom! Look at that. Oh, they're falling off. Ooh, they smell good. And they're, oh, there it goes. What do they have in them? So these have something really cool in them. I can't concentrate with these things poking me in the eye. How do I look? Do I look good? I do. Ah! Tune in for that next time. All right, one more time.